Hey everyone, this is Susie Byler here. I am a forerunner and emissary for source codes. And in this video, I want to share a little bit about how I've shifted in the past few months. As many of you know, today is a very important day in the world of US politics. Or is it? So, because there has been so much, I'm going to call it hype and hoopla around the US election, many of us, myself included to some extent, have gotten sucked into the drama of politics. And what I have observed, as many of you probably also have observed, is that there are very clear sides. Red versus blue, Trump versus Biden, COVID is a hoax, COVID is real, wear your mask, don't wear a mask, get the vaccine, don't get the vaccine. So much polarization, so much separation, and people choosing sides. Now, I do believe there is a time to choose sides, in some cases, to some extent. However, the drama to which we have gotten sucked in has allowed us to separate ourselves. You will notice, if you observe humanity, that there is very clear division and very clear separation amongst many, many people. Friendships have been lost this year. Families have split apart. Relationships have split apart. Why? Why have we as humanity allowed this to happen? Why have we allowed ourselves to be programmed with a narrative that says you must choose a side and you must fight to the death to prove that you're right and the other side is wrong? Or you must choose a side and you should not associate with people who are on a different side than you. This is bullshit, you guys. This is a divide and conquer agenda, and we need to be a little bit smarter and a little bit more discerning about the programming that is constantly bombarded upon us. Whether you're watching mainstream news, alternative news, all of it is programmed. All of it is programming you, if you allow it. So what do we do? What do we do when we have all of the programming telling us that we need to choose a side? You guys, for a long time, I've been talking about neutrality, 0 point, transcending polarity. The time is now to master this. We must rise above the two-side paradigm, because if we allow ourselves to get involved in the stories that are being thrown at us, projected on us, again, whether from mainstream news media, alternative news media, wherever it's coming from, if we allow ourselves to be polarized into one side or the other, we miss opportunities for friendships, relationships, community, unity. We miss unity, and that's what we are all about as lightworkers, right? We are here to unify. We're here to come together. I don't care if you like Biden. I don't care if you like Trump. I don't care who you voted for. If you are here to help me restore heaven on earth, I want to be in unity with you. I don't care if you want the vaccine or if you refuse to wear a mask or whatever your belief systems are about all of that stuff. If you're here to restore heaven on earth with me, I want to be in unity with you. We must shift our focus into being present with our own essence and with our life mission, with our soul purpose. Why are you here on this planet? Ask yourself, why are you here? Are you here to choose a side about wearing a mask or not? Are you here to choose a side about who to vote for? Is that really your sole purpose and mission? Take a deep breath, you guys. Let's get real here. The divide and conquer agenda is working all too well. And I have seen it in the lightworker community. So many people splitting apart, so much judgment, fear, anger. All of these things that we as lightworkers are meant to transcend. I'm not saying you can't be angry. I'm not saying you can't have those emotions. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying those emotions should not be dividing you from your brothers and sisters, from your fellow lightworkers, from your family members, from your relationships. You guys, I am so passionate about this because I can see so clearly what's happening. And if we continue to buy into a narrative of either side, we lose our focus on what we are here to do. We're here to create a new earth, a new reality that's better for everyone. And if you can't let go of a certain side that you've chosen in order to be in unity with someone on the other side, then you're stuck. You're not fully serving your purpose. It brings me great sadness to witness this. And yes, I admit I have been caught up in some of it myself, but I have checked myself and I have shifted into a different focus where I am fully all in on my mission and focusing on what I'm creating on this planet, focusing on what I'm creating in my community, the creation temple. My focus has shifted into really manifesting and putting into motion those things that I'm here to do. I invite you to join me in that focus. The problem with playing this game of choosing sides is that we miss out on the bigger picture. And so what I am inviting you into is that larger perspective. Whether you see it or not, the way I'm seeing it, this whole political show is a distraction. It's a distraction. And I know it's hard to admit that you may have been caught up in that distraction. And I know it's hard to move in a different way where you're thinking about things differently, where you open your perspective to see a different way, to see a different understanding. I know that's super challenging. But if we want to grow and evolve as humans, we have to allow in other perspectives. We have to hold space for different understandings from other humans. None of us sees the world exactly the same. And the truth is, we are way more alike than we are different. Way more alike. We have way more in common than our differences. And so I invite you to celebrate the differences and find those things that you have in common with your other humans. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care how you were raised, where you grew up. Those things make life fun and interesting, but they're not the most important things. The most important thing is that we are all human. We have hearts, we have souls, we all have a reason for being here, and we need to get back to that. So I invite you to be present today. Maybe turn off the TV. Maybe don't pay attention to what's happening in Washington, D.C. right now. There's a novel thought. Maybe just let it happen while you shift your focus back to what you're creating, back to what you want to see in your world and on this planet for everyone else. How powerful would that be? Just a suggestion. You can totally ignore everything I'm saying if you want. You have free will and choice. That's the beauty of being human on this planet. The thing is, if we don't shift our focus and we continue to allow ourselves to be programmed, this nonsense will continue. One of the biggest things I learned in channeling Prime Creator is that we, as the collective, we as souls, we make the decisions together about what happens on this planet. For the most part, it's subconscious. We don't even know we're doing it unless, you have some awareness around it. But this is powerful. That means we, as humans, can change things on this planet. If we come together, things can change instantly. We can have what we want here. If we step off the two-side paradigm train and get on with transcending polarity and get back to being human, having human interactions, communicating with each other in love. It's totally possible. We just have to step up and do it. That's all. We just have to come together and do that. So if you want to be part of a community where we are transcending polarity together, where differences of opinion are honored, respected, and even celebrated, join us in the Creation Temple. There are spots for you as a master creator, as a supreme creator, where you can join us every week live via video on Zoom. Get the support you need for your spiritual path. Learn how to be in a soul family where people don't always agree, but we love each other anyway. It's amazing. I'm so proud of my Creation Temple members because there have been differences of opinion, but we all still come together every week and celebrate each other. And we work it out. It's beautiful. It's powerful. And I'd love for you to be a part of it if you feel called to it. So go to creationtemple.com and create your membership today. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. Thanks for being present with me. Thanks for receiving the energy signatures and codes that I've brought forth for you today. I'll see you in the next video. Much love.